What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 9.
Yes,
9. That's crazy. About to be in double digits.
Next week's 10. Yeah.
Next week is 10. Yeah, welcome to episode 9 of No Shelf Control. I'm Michael.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Billy.
No Brooke tonight. It was kind of crazy. She got very angry with Andrew in our group chat. He said some really not okay things.
But because it's uncomfortable now, we may have to remove her from the podcast.
Yeah. So now it's going to be an all boys pod. So
yeah.
I did not make that decision. I'm not in support of that decision. I would like it known.
But we appreciate if you guys stick with us through this difficult transition.
Through these trying times.
Yeah. Brooke will be back next week.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit. It's a bit.
Good episode.
But the question is who won't be here?
We
do have a good episode.
Hosts.
Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No. All right. So fun episode tonight. I think we should start off by talking about Spider-Man, brand new day.
Yeah, definitely. And if anyone hasn't watched it yet, we're definitely going to be talking spoilers. So
yeah, this is just if you want to watch this episode, just catch it after you've seen the movie because it's not going to be one section. It's going to be throughout.
I'll put a little marker in the video. I'm still learning how to do timestamps, but I will I'll figure out something so people know when to move past it.
Yep.
Boomer. Yeah.
All right.
So we saw Spider-Man
first.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, how about we start with overall thoughts?
Okay. I like that.
Rate it out of 10 and give some brief thoughts.
Okay.
All right. Billy, you start us off.
Okay. I feel like trying to remove recency bias out of it, I don't know. I always take the position of being the mixed guy, I guess. But I will say it's a very solid Spider-Man movie. I'd give it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I liked, okay, so we're going to, dive into all this, but, just before we even have, deep conversation, I just have to say off the bat, I really liked the suit not being CGI, just being...
Love that.
Very, very nice, fresh to see that. I was looking at a picture doom scrolling last night of how Tom Holland's chin line has changed in the movies from the first one to now, and people were like, did he get surgery or something? Because his chin is way further in, but it's just because they CG'd his face in the It wasn't practical.
That was always my biggest complaint. My number one complaint with those the Home trilogy was just that the suit looked like CGI. I hated that.
Even when it was practical, it still looked like it was CGI.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was I can't remember where I heard it, but they did the crew, the first day of filming, they started right off with shooting the practical swinging, and they did it, and they invited people to in New York to look and film and ask questions and whatever, to show this is not that big of a deal, it can easily be done. And I love that they stuck with it because it felt so grounded, even though it's so fantastical,
it's authentic.
Yeah.
This definitely felt authentic's a good word. This felt like the most authentic Spider-Man movie ever, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying the best, but it felt like by far the most authentic Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten.
Yes.
Yeah, I would
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say, I was going to say, just to give all of our overall ratings, I would say 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'd say 8.5 out of 10 for me too.
Ooh, you can't do the same one.
No, because originally I came out of the theater, I put on Letterboxd 5 out of 5 stars, and then as time went on, I'm like, 4.5 out of 5, 8.5 out of 10. I think is very fair.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree
Yeah.
completely.
So
I think my just to get this out of the way, my one gripe, like literally, if I could change one thing about the movie, it would be just in the beginning. It was a little like there could have been like a few minutes shaved off.
okay. Because I was
That's
gonna
funny.
ask you guys both to like. I was curious what's holding both of you guys back from giving it like a slightly higher score.
Yeah. I think for me, see, I didn't find that shaving time off in the beginning. I felt there was a part like maybe in the if let's say there like at I want to say if we're dividing the movie up into 4 parts, I would say in like the third part they could have shaved a little bit of time off. Thinking back, like I don't even know what could have gotten shaved off, but I remember in the theater thinking like nothing. Oh wow, this is a long movie, or like there was parts where I'm like, this is going on a little bit longer than I would have thought it went on.
Yeah.
But I'd have to see it again to think like what could have
So
gotten shaved off.
that
In my
that's
opinion,
not my real quick. So what I mean is not like that I thought that things shouldn't have been there. I just mean that like there were certain points that I felt they should have got to quicker. Like just move it up, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the fight with like the hand in the jail cell, even though it was really cool, it kind of feels like they were only there to give him someone to fight in the third act because the fourth act is very different. So like
Yeah, I agree.
you kind of had like the bigger like final battle, so to speak, with like the Hulk far earlier in the movie.
Yeah, yeah. That and it's funny you say that because I was praising it in a sense, but also just like noting how different it was because it didn't have that big third act battle, and it does feel like that the fight with the hand was kind of that. It was awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, it was awesome. The special effects were great, the choreography was incredible, but it did feel like they kind of put that in there just to have that, you know, final battle. I would rather them have it than not, but yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
think like it for me, because I did note that too, and I didn't see it as like anticlimactic or anything. Like I feel
Right.
like in a lot of movies, there's like the climax is more of like it's more of like an emotional type of moment. And I
Mhm.
think that's what this was. Kind of him learning to like embrace like himself and to like trust himself enough to just let him like be at full power. And then like
Yeah,
once that happened, like we got some epic action and some epic
yeah,
I
guys
will
getting
say
cut down and
though,
everything.
like I don't think it affects how I feel about it looking back. But if I'm thinking of like repeated viewings, I do feel that like part of me will lose interest in like the rewatch after the Hulk fight. Because like there isn't a on like great emotional payoff, but there isn't that set piece that like keeps you waiting, like the traditional
Mhm.
movie structure. And I'm curious how it's gonna work, like how its legs are gonna be. Like it's made it almost made like $1 billion in its opening weekend. It's
yeah.
okay.
It's dude. This
It's
is
gonna be all right.
the
Yeah,
second highest box office opening video of all time, second to
yeah, it's wild.
Endgame.
It's gonna be
But
Yeah,
totally
like
fine. Yeah, either way.
why?
But I wonder how is
Like
it gonna
I
be in the
get
long
it.
run? Like,
Like
because it's
I
Spider
heard.
Man. Spider
No, I
Man.
know.
Spider
Is it
Man
just
just
that? Is it
draws.
just that? Just it's just he's just so iconic
I
that it's
think it's
just like
that.
everyone wants to
Yeah,
see Spider-Man movie.
I think
I
it's
mean,
that. I think Tom Holland, Spider Man. People love him, and
Yeah, that's
also
true.
too, people are going back to the movies in
Yeah,
yeah.
in waves. The
yeah.
movies are back
Dude, it makes me
wholeheartedly.
so genuinely happy.
Well,
Yeah,
So
the
happy.
movies are back, but like the box office, the moviegoers are not kind anymore. Like they will show up when they want to show up, and when they don't, like that
yeah, they
movie is
don't.
gonna sink.
Yeah,
Like the
exactly.
days of it being like 500 million to like a 900 million movie, like where there's like a small gap, are over. You're gonna get Supergirl or you're gonna get Spider Man. Like,
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's a good point. I
Yeah.
made a list. I made a list of kind of just going back to overall thoughts. I made a list of my what I liked and what I didn't like, and I'll say that what I liked is significantly longer than what I didn't like.
yeah,
Um, so the first thing I wrote was the look of the suit, the way the suit looked. Obviously, we talked about how it wasn't CGI, But I thought what I really liked was it felt like, I don't know if it was intentional of like Peter Parker in the movie did this or Tom Holland and the creators did this, but this felt like they took the looks of all of the other Spider-Man and just combined it into one. It had that loose fabric feel of the Andrew Garfield suit in Amazing Spider-Man 2. It had like the kind of raised webbing coloring of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. So I love the look of the suit. Um, the movie,
Real
it
quick,
looked better. Yeah, go ahead.
real quick. So I'm pretty sure it was Screen Crush, but they were talking about how the director, or no, how in universe it's inspired by Toby and Andrew's suit, because at this point he made it after meeting them and seeing
Right.
their suits and everything. So it's like the
Well,
redesign and the inspiration
wasn't there a
worked like
callback,
right into
where
it.
he's like, Peter too, he's a cool guy. Like,
Yeah,
No,
well,
it was
because he was talking
it was
about
with the
when
webs, the webs.
yeah, he's like, Peter 2 has
Yeah.
that, so I guess not. Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
I love that they did that. That was a
Yeah.
fun callback.
Right.
I think overall the movie itself looked better than the other three. I think just like, and I know in No Way Home they were very confined because of COVID. Like everything in No Way Home felt like it was shot in like a small scene. But the movie overall just, I think, looked better. Color grading, cinematography, just the whole feel. I liked it a lot. I
Yeah.
really liked how much time he spent in the suit. It felt like he was Spider-Man 90% of the time. Like even those scenes where he's talking to the police detective, like
Yeah.
he was always as Spider-Man. And if you guys want to
Yeah.
jump in at any point, like as I go through these, feel free to. I don't want to just.
I was just gonna say, I
jump
think
in
what
there.
like just this is kind of a tangent, but like what I really loved about it is that it was the first time we've seen Peter fully embrace Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like he's not like every other movie. It's like he wants to fully embrace Peter,
Yeah.
and this one, like he just let Peter go, and he was just Spider-Man, and it showed.
But
like,
I feel
what,
like to a detriment though. Like I think he needed to embrace Peter more. Like the reason he
No,
was
I
letting
agree.
Peter go.
I
So
agree.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but that was what I'm saying is I appreciate how the typical struggle that we see in these movies was like flipped on its head.
Right.
And so like in like think Spider-Man 2, like he wanted to be Peter and ended up losing his powers. Like in this, he wants to be Spider-Man, so he ends up getting like
Too much
superpowers. You know?
Yeah.
I think New Rockstars or someone made that point, but
I think that might be where I heard it from.
but I like.
I don't know why I thought it was
that
Screen Crush, but
dynamic. I like that dynamic too because it did give it almost like a not Hollywood feel. Like kind of like I like when they aren't afraid to mask their heroes. Like Deadpool, like I can't believe the Deadpool franchise exists. You know, it's just because I mean the way it does because Ryan Reynolds is such a big actor, but he loves the character, so he doesn't care if his face is shown. But Tom Holland is kind of like becoming a de facto Spider-Man, and like I think he gave a lot of input, and I like that they allowed it to be more of a Spider-Man movie than Tom Holland because it really showed off how Peter could be hurting, but Spidey is like happy-go-lucky. That's when he could kind of like cut loose.
Yeah.
What I also like to that point, it was such a good Spider-Man movie that we are 10 minutes into this discussion and we haven't even mentioned Punisher or Jean Grey, and we've briefly talked about Hulk. Like, but that's the thing, though, is you have
I got some takes on it, and I'm
heavy hitter moments
about it because I don't want people to think I hate it. It's just my side that I got to criticize. But.
Go for it. I know what you're gonna say. Do it.
Yeah, all right. So, like, I will say that people are kind of looking at this through rose-tinted glasses because it is getting away with stuff that people complain about in other movies, and I just don't think it's fair to not address that, in that it was a huge backdoor pilot for the X-Men and Jean Grey. The biggest spoiler, like, the ultimate villain in the movie was that, I think it's William Metzger. He's an X-Men, like a minor X-Men villain. So you got, Jean, who's the villain, who when Spidey has arguably better rogues than Batman, they're like tied. There's so many we haven't seen on screen. And like just a minor gripe, like I wanted a Spidey villain. Like
that was my biggest gripe with the movie.
Metzger,
Yeah, Yeah, that was literally like the number one gripe that came to my head first was that I wish I mean, I know we're gonna get another two Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, but for his first big movie, and again, we did get Scorpion, we got Tombstone, we got Tarantula, but like, it was
Was
they were
Boomerang in it?
yeah, Boomerang had a little part, but they were more like cameos than actual
Right,
villains.
Yeah,
right.
way
And that
after.
was really my biggest gripe is that just I wish, and I'm sure we're gonna get Green Goblin. I'm sure we are gonna get a Venom in the MCU. So like when that happens, this will probably be a little bit more forgiven. But
Hmm.
I didn't get to my cons yet, but that would have
Yeah,
been the biggest one. Is just that I wish, we had more Spider-Man villain than just Jean Grey. But
yeah.
and the next thing
I gotta turn my camera off for a second.
Okay.
I loved um Frank and Peter's chemistry in this movie.
Dude, that was by far my
Yeah,
favorite part of the movie, even
yeah.
above the Hulk stuff, was just the dynamic
I
with
was,
Frank. And what
yeah,
I loved so much, not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Not
Well, you
what I
did
loved
so.
so and I'm gonna keep talking. What I loved so much about it is that they didn't alter who they were in order to make it work. Like they were both true to the characters.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that
well, yeah.
every
That's the
side,
biggest thing. Like I was worried that Punisher they were gonna have to downgrade him. They were gonna have to make him
yeah,
PG. He was gonna
Right.
drop the F-bomb, but like he said shit a ton of
Right.
times. Like they complemented each other very well. If anything, I think more well than Punisher and Daredevil did because they're
yeah,
so opposite ends of the spectrum. That they just solved the problem of how the hell are they going to make John Bernthal Punisher work in the MCU, and they showed that he
He
could.
does.
Yeah,
Objectively,
my
he does.
favorite part is well, like I want to say too, like none of the side characters or cameos felt forced. All of them serviced the plot, and I loved that. But
yeah,
I
Yeah.
liked that they did allow Punisher to have like a little fun at the end of the movie, like you
yep,
know, like the Punisher final. What is it? One last kill, final kill.
Yeah. One last kill.
One last kill. Like
Puppy
he kind
killer.
of it looked like he was kind of like embracing the superhero side of him a little bit. And I feel like we got to see that in this movie, that he's out in like broad daylight more. That's fun. You don't see that in the Netflix shows. Very, rare. And
yeah,
the fact that he dresses up as Spider-Man at the end and he's like, I got this
I
kid.
know, dude.
yeah. It
Dude.
was great. And then the last point that I really want to talk about was just obviously like Hulk being in it. I think that I love that he was in it, but it definitely felt like it was a marketing ploy. They put Hulk in there as a marketing ploy. And it was great to see
Mm,
him, but like how often is the MCU gonna cock tease us with the Hulk and just give us a fucking Hulk movie where we get to see Savage Hulk? And in
so
Age of Ultron, he was, controlled. Like I was just a little upset to see they went back to the mind controlled Hulk. Even though when he became Savage Hulk, he technically wasn't mind controlled. That was the Savage Hulk coming out. I loved every minute of it, as a Hulk fan, but I still just wish that, we could get more Hulk.
Yeah.
so two things. Two things. First, if you didn't do this as soon as you got home, what are you even doing?
Nice.
Yeah.
Second, I disagree. I think that in terms of like it being a marketing thing, I think he was like it was the perfect character to have because it showed Peter the worst case scenario of letting go of control and letting that part of him out. So like I don't know. I thought it worked very well.
Yeah, I don't think it didn't work, but I want to see more Hulk. Like after not seeing him
I
since
get that.
Thor
I get that.
Ragnarok,
I think
before
I,
that even.
I know, like, I think the last time we saw Savage Hulk was that when Wanda was no, he
Yeah,
was in Infinity War, but like they
yeah,
played
but
the
he
same
wasn't Savage Hulk.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was Hulk being pulled out with mind control, or like it was like mental trauma or whatever, but like it was Scarlet Witch doing the exact same thing Jean did.
yep,
So like I could see that feeling a little redundant or kind of slap to the face of big Hulk fans, but I do think it worked for the story. It's unfortunate they can't seem to figure out what to do with the Hulk
Right.
I
in
know.
the MCU. But at least, I am happy he's still getting involved and they are using Savage Hulk. But like, I think it's wild that he has a whole ass son out there somewhere, and
Yeah.
that's
When are they going to
not.
address that?
Like that could have been cool. Like, what if he teamed up with his son and they both went savage or something? Or like,
Imagine if like randomly in one movie, like 5 years from now, he just casually throws out there like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing the dad thing anymore. I haven't spoken to the kid, and I don't even know how long."
Honestly,
right?
that would be funny.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be honestly a good way. People would definitely bitch, but it would be a good way to kind of bury that.
I mean, it'd be
Yeah.
better than having a whole third or fourth or whatever Hulk out in the MCU for the last 5 years and doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, all right, we're getting off topic of the. All right, were those all of your thoughts, or did you have a few more?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. I wanted to say too that while it reminded me, like while they're kind of like repeating the Hulk storyline with Wanda, they kind of did the same thing where like Mary Jane kind of was Gamora, where
Mm,
she's brought back,
yeah.
so to speak. She's aware of what happened, but she's like, oh, that prior version of me, like that's not even me. Like
Yeah.
I'm not her. They already did that with Peter Quill. Like I feel like even though it worked really good for the
I
movie, we're starting to get a few repeats in this. Like this movie
I
is filled with already done points.
I think that it'll end up like with them together.
It will
Like
eventually.
I think it will eventually, but I think for right now, for where they're taking the story, they needed Peter like at a certain place.
But looking at it objectively as one movie and not a piece of like a
Yeah.
bigger moving part,
Yeah, I
like
get that.
there are two really big elements in the movie that have already been done before, very specifically in the MCU.
Mhm.
I also did hear some theories that when when they were all like frozen by her Jean Grey's telekinesis or whatever, that
Mhm.
certain like that like unscrambled certain things that were like it kind of undid some of Strange's spell,
Yeah,
and she might have been remembering Tom, or she might have been remembering Peter, like the
yeah,
same way that when he did I keep calling him Tom, but when Peter did the handshake with Ned at the end of the movie, that like it was
Yeah, and
that
then he
muscle
said
memory
Peter.
came back, yeah, and he said Peter. I'm it would I think that would be a good way to explain
Yeah.
and kind of help speed up, because there's no way that they're going to do two more movies and not have their relationship get reestablished. There's just no way.
Mhm.
for
Right.
sure. Because
Right.
like I definitely feel like with her on that rooftop with the Black Dahlia necklace,
Yep.
like she had to have some sort of memory. And Ned, the way he said Peter and looked at him was definitely like he's looking at him for the first time, like Peter,
Yeah.
like that. I wanted to say too, I really like that even though this is a fresh new start for Spidey in the MCU in a number of ways, and it was like establishing a new trilogy, it really the biggest story points and like the heart of the movie came from directly from the old John Watts movies. Like I thought it was really cool that like it really felt like a direct continuation while
Yeah.
also carving its own new path.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like a new direction, but also still felt like it was part of that trilogy. Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Trying to
Sweet.
think what else. It's so hard. It's so hard with like a first viewing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely want to watch it
Like
again.
I think so overall, I remember feeling very strongly that this was on par with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think out of all of the, like, objectively speaking, you know, as a Spider-Man movie, and honestly, even as like a film, not to sound like douchey, but I think objectively, this was the best one out of all of the Tom Holland movies.
Yeah.
Like, No Way Home was great, but like every time I go back and rewatch it, I still get a kick out of it, seeing the
It's
villains and the
it's it's a
Spider.
fan service movie
Yeah, it's a fan
at the
service
end of the
movie,
day.
and
It's
it's like
great.
so
It's
much.
great.
Oh, wicked
Right.
fun, but it's not going to
Yeah.
win like the emotional award.
Right.
Did you guys see though that when he's messing around with the grenades in the alleyway, there is a Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin mayor, like one of his mayoral posters on the dumpster.
Oh
Was there?
wow.
Hey, is he still the mayor in this
No,
movie?
No.
no. Yeah, he's not. They even
But I thought that was cool.
because they
Was he
show
the
like
mayor? Wait, how did?
he's not because they show the mayor. The mayor was in Daredevil. It was like one of the women who like was against Kingpin secretly.
Oh,
She gave him the key to the city. Yeah,
Yes. Right. Okay.
yeah. There's no way that Kingpin would have been the mayor because the whole city
That's
loves
right. That's why I
Spider-Man.
was confused for a
No,
second.
Yeah.
the end of season 2 wraps that up, but
Yeah.
Gotcha. I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot how that ended.
but I do like that there was like it was really small. I wish it was more like obvious, but I like that was in there because it's like this is the same New York City, even though there is
Yeah.
like this is a whole other tangent. Well, I don't want to go into, but like the whole feel of New York City in the MCU is like so across the board. Like in this
Yeah.
movie, they don't give any sense that vigilantes are hated. Like Daredevil, Born Again.
Punisher is just chilling, like out there
Yeah.
doing his thing.
But like in those shows, New York City streets were chaotic, and people are hating vigilantes. They're jailing them, locking them up for no reason, and we're probably just going to see that repeated with the X-Men. But like in this movie, there's not like a shred of evidence that anyone hated Spider-Man or any other vigilantes. Everyone's just like, yeah,
Yeah, because if you think about it, there's definitely still like a sect who would still think that Spider-Man killed Mysterio.
Mysterio, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they would forget that Peter Parker did it, but they still would remember Spider-Man killed Mysterio.
And where was J. Jonah Jameson?
I
Like,
was
when
just
I know,
gonna
I thought
say
about that.
Yeah.
like everyone's like, yeah, Spidey.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
wish he
there's
was.
not a single detractor. Like,
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
not even like a InfoWars style like
Nope.
sticker or something. I mean, like
We saw
unless
the
it was like
Daily.
a sticker thing that we missed.
Well, there was like a poster of the Daily Bugle, like on Ned's board, his like board where he had all the Spider-Man. There was a Daily Bugle ad
Okay.
or page, but nothing about J. Jonah, which definitely was a missed opportunity.
I hope he comes back. Like that's just
Yeah.
it felt a little glaring to me. At one
Yeah.
point, I was like they're not going to even have a cameo. Like this guy, like showing him.
Yeah. I
pissed
gotta plug
off
my
in his
computer in.
office
Hold
with
on.
all
Yeah. No, I agree. I would have liked to have seen him, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So,
one of those things
all
where
right.
it was would have loved to, but okay.
Yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts of Jean Grey?
I love
Honestly,
Sadie Sink as Jean Grey.
can I speak first as the resident X-Men guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So my opinion is that I'm glad they picked an actress who was young enough to grow with the role. Because if you think about it, we're not going to get that X-Men movie till at least 2028, 2029. So I'm glad they picked an actress who was young enough and at kind of the start of her fame to really grow into the role and know she'll stick with it for a long time. As of right now, when I look at Sadie Sink at 20 something years old, 22, 23 years old, I don't see Jean Grey. And I don't know if that's because, I have Famke Jensen in my mind still, or like the animated series Jean Grey. But also, like, I didn't really care for the Game of Thrones girl. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't care for it, but the Game of Thrones girl, I forget her name, but like she was Jean Grey, and I was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like, I guess I could accept it, but
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
really happy that they are setting up the X-Men. That's really, at the end of the day, that's my biggest thing.
I think the vibe that you're going, like what you might be thinking is like something that went through my mind is like we're still young and like we're still like, I don't consider myself that old yet, but like these X-Men are allowed to be kids, like whereas when we were young, the X-Men were all older than us.
Yeah, they were adults, right?
Mhm.
And like they most of the time the heroes like Wolverine, like Ryan Reynolds, like they're all in their 40s, late 40s, 50s. So like seeing a Jean Grey who's like literally at the origin story, like she's young, she's
Right.
barely out of being a teenager. Like it does hit different. Like you can't really like her and Femke, like they're almost like non-comparable.
Yeah,
How
Sadie
old was
Sink is
she when
24.
they?
I'm actually,
How old
yeah.
was Femke?
Let's see. How old was
My guess would be late 20s to early 30s, but
Yeah, I would
maybe
say
I'm
early
wrong.
30s.
she? Was 35.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I had the biggest crush on her, and I
Same,
oh,
same.
she's so hot. Yeah, I don't know. I obviously love X-Men. I'm pumped, but we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
She's not my Jean Grey yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean that's also just like that happens with time. Like I think
Yeah.
about what I think about a lot is like I remember the first time I heard the name Grogu, I hated it. Like I
Yeah.
hated it. I was like, that is so friggin' stupid.
Well,
Like
because they refused to name him, so like what your mind built up,
Right.
It was like Grogu, but I wanted to
But
say,
now it's just he's Grogu. Like, yeah, of course he's Grogu. Like, why would he be anything else, you know?
yeah, but I had to say too, like I'm utterly floored and shocked that Marvel was willing. Like it seems like Jean's gonna be a very important X-Men for the new run. The fact that they literally made her a cold-hearted murderer and a sexual assault in a way, like perpetrator, kind of shocking that they would portray her that way.
Yeah,
She made the
I agree.
homicide walk right in front of
That
and then,
was by definition sexual assault. Yeah.
yeah, taking overs and Mary Jane's body and then making out with Peter, assaulted
Yeah.
both of them.
It was just
Yeah,
it was weird
it's
how
a
villainous
twofer.
she was so villainous. And that again is
But-
like a part of me
but-
wishes they used a different villain, but
But also, though, they were like portraying like the reality of what a horribly traumatized young girl with incredible superpowers
And I
could do. And it's not like, but that's the point though, is like
I
you think
get
like she's
her-
so evil, but then
if
like
this was a real take on a person, like I would get why they'd make those choices. Like not agree with it, but like for a main character, like it is kind of a ballsy choice. To
Yeah,
be like,
sure,
this is,
sure.
like she's going to be your Peter Parker of the X-Men,
yeah.
but we're introducing her by doing deplorable things. Like,
Yeah.
You'll learn to love her.
Yeah. Even like
And then it'll be a Family Guy bit. Hey, remember that time Jean Grey sexually assaulted Spider-Man and Mary Jane? Jesus.
I had another thought about. Oh yeah, and I heard someone else kind of say how absurd it was that like the Department of Damage Control came in and somehow Jean Grey had time to like escape. Like, don't you think they would have surveilled and saw both of them sitting on a bench for like an hour long? Like, where's the other girl?
Probably.
But honestly, whatever. Small little nitpick / plot hole can be overlooked.
yeah, story things that need to happen for the story to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Overall, like, amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man convo is now over. Okay.
For sure.
But do we want to jump in to something that we have pushed off how many times now?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Let's do.
So we're gonna get into some underrated movies. We should have like a banner, like something that flashes, like a segment type of thing, you know?
Movies.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated. Like they're
Underrated,
movies, right?
underappreciated, or
Yeah.
movies TV.
Yeah,
Like-
so we're not defining underrated as like I think this garbage movie is nostalgic. It could be a garbage movie, but it's just like here's something I like that doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Should I go first?
Sure.
Yeah, you go.
Do you want to go first? All right.
got-
Book of Boba Fett.
TV show, so it doesn't count, but
Yeah. Moving
No,
on.
we said movies TV.
okay, I'll take it. You
Book
said
of
it.
Boba Fett.
Movies.
So here's my okay. Well, the other piece is that Bob Chapek is the one who said it's a TV show. Okay, it was supposed to be a movie. So, just
All
saying.
right.
I would like to hear you try to
This
defend this show.
and this
Okay.
also changes my answer because I picked a movie when I had a show I wanted to choose, so I might have to say both. Go on.
I would love to share my point. If
All right.
are you
Talk
done?
about your TV show.
Are you done? Okay. So, arguably, this could have been fixed. Not fixed. It could have been more passable with some editing. So, like, what made the show not work to a lot of people, including myself, is that it was very disjointed. We get that random Mando tangent, like,
Yep.
for an episode and a half.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're back. And then we have this, like, cluster of a finale, right? All of that. But the story, once you have it as a whole, is, in my opinion, good. And if you just kind of like, I'm surprised there's not a fan edit. There has to be a fan edit of it. But on top of that, arguably some of the coolest moments in Star Wars that for some reason nobody talks about. We get
Like
Boba.
what?
We get Boba climbing out of the freaking Sarlacc pit, dude.
We get
That
Boba
was
on
cool.
a Rancor.
That was cool.
he's
We
like-
get Boba riding a friggin' Rancor into battle on the streets of Mos Espa. Dude,
and
we
seeing
got Boba breaking into Jabba's palace to steal back his ship and then go back to the Sarlacc and fuck that thing up with that ship. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
It definitely
Yeah.
had some really, really cool moments. Because I just recently rewatched it, and I will say it definitely had cool moments. But
We also
I think-
hold on. I'm not
you
done.
got your Satan,
Oh, how
like
does
a
it feel to
Wookiee
be
that
cut
actually
off?
ripped someone's hands off.
Okay, right. Wasn't even thinking of that. I was gonna jump to. We got Luke and Ahsoka on screen together.
True.
but
We
why in
got
a Boba Fett
Yoda's
show?
lightsaber.
Fair.
True. But like, I feel like that's the point where editing and then maybe some like reshoots, like, you know, some clever weaving together. It could have worked.
If it was a side story with him doing something alongside that, like, the scene switching, I agree that works. But like doing an entire cutaway in a half episode for it was like a 6-episode series, like that was jarring. But I will say, if you're gonna do
I
a
agree.
cutaway, at least make it everyone's
Also,
favorite
too,
character,
like,
which worked.
I
Because
didn't
in Mando
didn't
season 3,
hate-
they did that.
I didn't hate that Boba was more of like a kinder leader. Everyone was like, he would have been more ruthless and a badass leader of or badass. What was his title?
Daimyo.
It's over the daimyo. I thought his character arc was good. Like, again, I didn't hate
agree.
it.
I think that the thing is, like, there's so many fans that are just like I think they say they want a good Boba Fett show or movie. I don't think that's what they want. They don't
They know what they want.
They want a movie of action. They just want kicking ass. And I get that. I want that too. But I also want a character that I love to be complex and capable of change and growing and everything. Like, also, like, I don't know, he changes once. Like, Luke was one way in one movie, then one way in another movie, and then back to the old way. Like, characters can still change.
Boba Fett had to think too. Like, people don't take into account his life experience. Like, whether you agree with the Luke changes or not, it's a good comparison because Boba lived life a certain way, got essentially resurrected and lived amongst the Sand People, and like had to learn empathy and caring for one another. And then he's like, all right, now my turn to be a crime boss. Like, I want to not use what didn't work for me before, which was just being cold-hearted. Like that led him down a path where he was essentially, killed. So like It makes sense that he would want to take on a totally different leadership style. But I feel like that part of it was written well for me. Whereas some other characters, like the changes didn't work. You could see if you were watching the show why he would go down that path.
Absolutely.
And then just overall,
he learned. I was just gonna, well, real quick. Sorry, like it made sense in terms of like his journey. Like it it like Star Wars has always been about found family, and like he found that with the Tuscans, and then they were like violently murdered,
I really
and
liked that.
that
A lot of people didn't. I think that
I
was
was
one of my favorite
great.
parts of the show. Yeah, I love that. I also I like that it humanized the Tuscan Raiders. I know they started doing that in The
Yeah.
Mandalorian, but
Hmm.
because if you think about it, they're just like indigenous people living on that
Yeah,
planet for thousands and
right.
thousands of years.
Right.
Not to sound like a
Savages.
not to
Yeah.
sound like a liberal, but
Oh
But
my
I
God,
mean, but
shut up.
it almost was like a penance for Boba Fett because, like, yeah, he was kind of a shitty dude leading up to that, more of a villain, and
yeah.
he found family, he found redemption, and then for all that to be taken away from him, that could have made him go right back to a villainous route, but instead he doubled down and was like, no, I'm going to take what I learned with this family and try to do it again. Like, I feel like that was a character growth done right.
Agreed.
And he
Completely
kind of
agreed.
deserved to lose them.
So we all love the Book of Boba Fett now.
I liked it. I never hated it. I just thought it could have been
Everyone
better.
loves it. We all love it. Top five Star Wars of all time.
Not up
Definitely
there,
wouldn't say
but it's
top five.
definitely not
No, I'm
not
kidding.
appreciated
That was
version.
an
I
exaggeration.
think it's unfairly hated. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yes.
It's I say that it's not appreciated in the way it should be. The hate that it gets, a lot of it deserves.
Yeah.
But like again, it's not about the story. It's just about how it was presented.
And none of it's like to me the actors or the set design or anything like that. It's just the direction they took with it. Like,
Uh-huh. Absolutely. So that was mine.
All right. Well
cool.
done. I'll go next. All right. So Michael, this one you actually I would say that I'm shocked you haven't called it yet. And the movie that I'm picking is Ang Lee's Hulk that was released in 2003. Now, the reason
Why would I have picked it?
no, I'm saying guessed it as mine.
Oh,
The reason why I'm picking this movie for reasons other than the fact that I do have some really solid nostalgia for that movie is because I feel that it was the first superhero movie to deal with some really heavy themes that weren't done before. The themes that I'm talking about are repressed emotions, childhood abuse, identity issues, the fear of becoming your parents, and learning to accept the parts of yourself. To break those down a little bit more, obviously repressed emotions, it's the Hulk. You don't have to really dissect that one. The childhood abuse, which is an aspect of the Hulk that is such a core part of Hulk's story, going back to Dave Byrne's run of the Hulk comics. There was a solid run where it showed David Banner as being an extremely abusive father. He abused Bruce, he abused his mother, he was an alcoholic, and those early days of being abused by his father is really what created the Hulk. It wasn't the Gamma Blast. The Gamma Blast unlocked that inner trauma that he had. And, if you've seen the movie, you know that a big part of it is, David Banner, David Banner, who was the father, really earning to get his son, but the son that he was earning for was not Bruce, it was the monster that he created and the monster that he knew he created. He injected him with all that shit. He knew he abused them. So in the first scene where Hulk transforms in the hospital, there's a scene where Nick Nolte brilliant role by Nick Nolte. He put his hand on Hulk's face and looked into the eyes of the Hulk, and for the first time, he was seeing his son, that monster that he created, he was so proud of. And, throughout the whole movie, you have the military trying to gun him down and control him. You have that final standoff, and a lot of people clowned it because, yeah, it was a CGI mess of monsters, of clouds fighting. But if you really look at what was deep about it, was at the end of the movie, Hulk said, "You want it, you can have it." What he wanted was he wanted that David Banner wanted that power, that anger that he instilled in his son. And he said, "You want it, you can have it, take it all." He screamed it. And then really the next time that we see Bruce Banner is in the jungle, and you finally see he conquered that, and he learned how to control the Hulk. So by giving back all of that anger and that abuse that his father, instilled in him, by letting that go, he was able to control and regain his emotions and be able to, become one with the monster. And I just think it was really ahead of its time. People really just, they thought they were going to get a 2-hour smashing action movie, which it wasn't. And yeah, I resonate with it as someone who deals with anger problems, and obviously I was never abused, but every kid's got fucked up emotions. And I just think going back and viewing it as an adult and viewing it through that lens, I have a much greater appreciation than even I did back then. And not to mention, Danny Elfman's score was one of the best. That opening theme, so good.
Yeah,
And
I will
that's it.
agree with you on the score for sure. I think what you're talking about is like kind of in line with what I was saying. Like good story, poor execution.
I
Like,
don't think it was poorly executed. I think some of the comic book cutaways were
like
silly, but they were ahead of its time. And I think the
that.
action was cool.
No.
I loved the way that Hulk looked. I love the action. I love the movie. I know a lot of people don't.
For something to be ahead of its
feel
time.
Like he watched a different movie.
I don't think we did.
No, he did. Andrew, I feel like I don't remember that.
No, I hear him. I hear you. Like, I hear what you're saying about like the theme. Like, thematically, it works well. I think just the way it was executed, it's not a fun movie to watch. Like, it's just objectively. The music is great. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a fun movie to watch, but I don't think it was ever supposed to be. Which again, if you're making a Marvel movie in the early 2000s, they should have picked a different director or had a different story. But I think that what Ang Lee set out to do, he accomplished.
Maybe.
I will say this: the way, like, what it was focusing on and the way they executed it is more in line with how a movie would be made today than it would have been back then.
Because, so you could say it was ahead of its time.
In some way, in some ways.
Thematically, yes.
Like if you think of like the movies we're getting now, like you're not always getting like good guy versus bad guy. You're getting like good guy with inner turmoil, and there's not really a main villain, so to speak. It's more of like finding yourself, like being your own worst enemy. Those kind of things were like, I feel like we're getting those stories now because we've gotten so many good versus evil storylines that the natural progression is to focus inward, and that was a big leg up for that movie. Like, I know other people who've enjoyed it, and it's usually because of the deeper tones, but I just feel for like a comic book movie that could have put the Hulk on the map better at the time, it just didn't do the job.
I will agree with you. Yeah, in that sense.
I think that, like, for when you said ahead of its time, I thought you were talking about the comic panels and shit.
No.
And I was like, that is objectively not, like, why would it not be happening today if it was ahead of its time?
No, I couldn't stand that. Like,
yeah, I don't hate it, but I thought it's a little silly.
Like,
I do think that there's a tinge of
almost like they felt that they couldn't go there, so they're like, let's make it funny. Like
yeah,
but it
maybe.
Away,
there's definitely some nostalgia that's bringing on some rationalizing here for sure, but I think it's. I hear you. You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
All right. What do you got,
Bill?
Billy?
I don't know if mine's really that controversial, but like I brought it up before. Like, I love the Avatar franchise, and when it's not something I think about on a regular basis. Like, I think the problem is with it in some ways it does have a forgettableness to it, even though it blew away like the entire world when it first
Yeah,
came
that's
out.
crazy.
But like I like it's not something I think about. When I was playing the game on PS5, loved it. It got me back into it. I rewatched the movies. I got some new figures, like I'm all in. I think that Jake's story is great. I like seeing how his family has evolved. I love seeing like Natiri go from this, like really proud warrior to falling in love with this white guy
Hmm.
to starting a family with him, but then kind of admitting like by through their adoptive human son that she's prejudiced towards humans, but
Yeah.
her husband's half human, her kids are half human. Like I
Hmm.
think that's a great amount of tension. They got like Sigourney Weaver's character, like the Kiri, I think her name is the Navi she plays, like the reborn Grace.
Hmm.
I like that, but I will say, like, why did they not like make she's supposed to be like 14? Like, why is it like 50-year-old Sigourney's voice? It's just goofy.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
But like I like where they're going with her character and how she's kind of like a messiah, so to speak, where
Hmm.
like she is like one with Awa and like she can tap into it and control beasts.
Hmm.
Like there's a cool magical element with that. And then I think Quaritch, like I'm not gonna say he's like a modern day Vader, but I absolutely love the road they're taking him down. Like I think so many people are frustrated with him. They're like, oh my God, give us a different villain. Like at the movies end the same way. Him and Jake fight, he escapes, and then they rinse and repeat. But I do feel like the journey he's going on, like he's such a hardcore Marine, and he hates
Hmm.
Jake doing what he did, but he's slowly becoming Jake, even though he's still like a
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
reflection of him. And I
So
think
is
that's
he?
such a magnificent thing to watch.
I yeah. So full disclosure, I haven't seen all of Fire and Ash.
Mm,
Really?
Um, yeah,
It's
yeah, I
okay.
so
know, crazy.
good.
I got it on 4K. I started it and then I got interrupted and I never went back to it.
That's why those
Um,
movies, I love like those movies you have to see in theater for the spectacle and just like you have to like you're gonna pay attention. You're not gonna go on your phone and dick
Yeah.
around, you know?
right. Um, but anyway, are they done?
No,
No, there's two more.
James
What? Oh
Cameron
my
did come
god.
out like the sad part is this movie I think still made like 1.3 billion or something.
Made
But,
dumb money.
but because the one before it made like 2 billion, they looked at this as a
It's a flop.
disappointment. Yeah. And so James Cameron did say that they're going to try to find a way to make the next two cheaper. So I don't know what that means, like for the effects or the story. They're probably going to be shorter, not 3-hour movies.
They're too long, dude. They're too
They,
long.
They are way too long.
yeah,
Too long.
Trim that
And
shit down.
I like the way what amazes me about those movies. One, like I saw Way of the Water and Fire and Ash, saw them in 3D, and
yeah,
it it blows my mind how like those movies are not just you go to the movies; they really are like experiences. It's a
Hmm.
filmmaking experience,
yeah,
but it's crazy how you go see it, you think about it for maybe a couple of days after, and then it's just out of your mind. It
Gone.
blows my mind how like these movies are like some of the highest grossing movies ever, but they just have such a small cultural impact.
and I don't know
It's
why that
Yeah.
is
crazy. I
because the
don't know
character.
why.
I just feel like the characters are well written, the designs are cool, the the character designs are cool. Like I want to collect the Navi characters. Like they look
Nothing about those
objectively
movies say that they shouldn't have the cultural impact that they don't.
for
But
sure.
If that
at the
makes
same
sense.
time, I'm part of that. Like I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. And I acknowledge it. There is that aspect to them. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. And I
It's a
agree with
really
it.
interesting phenomenon that like
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people talk about, but
yeah. I
nothing
think I like it
changes.
more than the average person, but I will say that I forget about it too. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Good
all
one.
right,
Good one.
thanks. All right, so we are almost at the hour mark. Do
Yeah.
we want to jump into pickups?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, I'm game.
Okay.
Save our other segment for next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll bang two out at once because I missed last week, so I am kind of playing catch. What do I want to show first? All right, I will show first thing I picked up. Oh, let me turn off my background, by the way. All right, cool. So I got Archangel from X-Men '97.
Nice.
I had the older Archangel that's on the old Marvel Legends body that's very outdated, but this was a much needed update. I don't have the accessories with me, but he came with an alternate head, alternate hands, a big giant gun, and what's cool about this one is, again, I don't have it, but he came with like wings that are kind of collapsed, so they just look like two spikes coming up. But yeah, this guy's cool. He's got a huge wingspan. You can close these up, open them up. He will definitely be replacing the older Archangel I have on my shelf.
I like how
for my
wings
second-
automatically make a character feel like a showpiece.
Yeah, the wings are just like nuts, dude. They're so nice.
Are they like
Yeah.
metal? Like I don't know his lore that much.
They're his comic in the comic sort of animated series. They're metal. He could like shoot like spike blades. The next one I will show, and then I'll pass it off to you guys or whoever, is Professor Hulk, Smart Hulk.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so-
How is he?
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, great figure. They gave him new legs. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't do this for the Maximum Hulk, but he's got all new pinless legs, same arms, but yeah, he's just great, dude. He's got
Does he have
two
the
head
same
sculpts.
legs as the? Are they like the No Way Home legs or the Brand New Day legs? I mean,
No, they're completely different legs, not the same ones at all. Glasses come off.
interesting.
Comes
Nice.
with
I love the
an
slippers.
angry Hulk, an angry head sculpt. Got this cool weapon, these funny little bunny slippers. Yeah, it's cool. And the packaging. Do I have the packaging over here? I don't think so. But the packaging is they're putting it in this like old '90s homage package to the old Hulk line. So yeah, really cool. And then this ammo cache comes off. Yeah,
Nice.
he's awesome. Big.
Yeah, he's
very very happy with him.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Billy.
Sure. Let's see.
You got to spotlight him, Michael.
All right.
All right. I'll do these three things really quick. They're small. So most of my pickups are like birthday gifts this week because my birthday
Nice.
was just last week. My
HBD.
kids, thank you. My kids
I already
got me
said it in
these
text. I'm not saying it again.
Got me these. Yeah, that's fine. I know the true friends, people who say it twice. Someone else on this chat. Kids got me these mystery boxes. These are also what is it? Fun. I'm gonna have to. Happy Haul. I think it's Happy Haul. The same thing that makes those cliffhangers Brooke likes. But like these
Oh,
are
yeah.
kind of than I thought. But like the teeth looked really bad, so I repainted them. Like it was just like a big yellow mess. But I feel like they're kind of fun. They all have like a clear effect. Got 3 of them.
Nice.
Try putting your hand behind it because the lighting is really harsh.
It is. Okay, that's better. But they're just cute. I'll count that as 1, and then this is 1. Yeah, but they got me the Cosbys of
Nice.
Nice.
Still kind of
Very
blown
cool.
out.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
Buzz?
that's cool.
Oh, Buzz
Yeah.
and Lotso. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
hmm
That's
Yeah, that's
cute
so
AF.
cool.
yeah.
Cute AF.
Jeez, Mike, can you sound any more uninterested?
And
This
cute
fucking
AF.
guy. We get it. We get it. You don't like Stitch. Jesus,
Dude, you don't have to be rude. Like,
fucking patronizing.
God.
I was
Looking at his
posing.
phone,
Always playing
texting.
up to Spider-Man while I'm talking.
What a
Oh
dick.
my God. I'm going to go take a pee break when it's his turn.
Yeah, you should.
I have literally been. I've had a
Which
figure
Spider-Man
in
is
my
that?
hand.
All right.
You blow yourself up. All right, I'll be right
All right.
back.
First pickup.
Is that the brand new day one or brand new day?
BND.
Nice.
BND.
Nice.
BND.
What are
Fun
your
fact,
thoughts? how does he compare to the No Way Home final swing suit?
So like almost hang on one sec.
I
I'm
think
gonna
I
grab
think
him.
the
I'm
neck
gonna
joint is
grab him
different.
because yes,
Isn't
the
the
neck
blue
joint is
way
different.
brighter?
So
What?
the thing is, I like the blue on. Maybe it's just the contrast because I feel
No,
like I
I
like the
said that.
blue
I
on
said
this
that
one
in
better.
it is
The
better.
black is cleaner on this one. So
Yeah.
like I wish it was this color blue,
Yeah.
but like this red. But
Yeah, I said that in the chat with you and Billy. I think what they're gonna do, because aren't they putting out that Target exclusive with the half down mask?
yes,
Remember? I think
Mhm.
that might be a lighter blue, because that blue that they put on that figure is not the blue in the movie.
very dark, very dark.
Way too
It's
dark.
still good. Like I got him. Like I actually so I my main like the Spider-Man on my shelf was going to be this.
Mm.
Oh, you did get the SHF.
Yeah, so originally I had the Hulk and the Spider-Man SHF pre-ordered because I didn't like the head sculpt on the Marvel
I'm telling
Legends
you,
one.
man, wait for the Mayfex. Wait for the Mayfex.
The
It's gonna be
Spider-Man or the Hulk?
both. Both are gonna. If
Yeah.
I were you, not that's your choice, your purchases. I would return this SHF Spidey and get the Mayfex when it comes out.
So full disclosure, I wasn't set on keeping this.
Yeah, I wouldn't, dude.
I know
I
I
had the
said
Tobey
that about
Maguire SHF Spider-Man. What at the hips?
yeah
Hips.
so I actually do have a SHF Spider-Man. I have the Tamashi Nation store exclusive Miles Morales, and I thought I would like it more than I do. So
Really? There's such a good story behind that one too.
I know.
there is in terms of the figure, but like
Yeah.
in terms of the figure, I would like it. Or I thought I would like it more, but like the
Oh my
story
God.
behind it is,
Yeah,
we'll have
yeah.
to tell it one day.
No, you
Um,
did.
I think we
Did we?
definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this.
Well, then
Maybe
go
if you
back and
weren't-
listen
maybe
to
if you-
it. So I don't. I don't know. We'll see. I might keep it. I might not. But
Did you open it yet?
Not yet. Because again, I don't know. I was on the
Did you
fence.
get it
I'm on the fence because I wasn't sure I wanted to spend that much on it. So kind of waiting for the Mafex one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Yeah.
But I'm also in the process of kind of like reevaluating how I collect. Like I'm being much more intentional with the stuff that I'm buying. So like
Yeah.
all that being said, I made the decision I canceled the SHF Hulk. I was going to actually cancel this, but I was like, yeah, I'll get it. And then if I don't like it, I'll return it. And
Yeah,
then
that's fair.
I ended up with the Marvel Legends.
Nice.
I
And
kind
that's
of
the
just
thing.
did three, but
Sometimes
that was
sometimes the Marvel Legends will cut it. But like for me, an instance, like I love the movie so much, and I've never gotten a Mayfex movie Spider-Man. When they reveal it, I'm definitely gonna pull the trigger on this and the Hulk.
okay.
Yeah, I just think
That's
Mayfex.
fair.
I think
That's
they do Spider-Man better than SHF.
I will, dude. So it's interesting because the Mafex Mandalorian figure I have is great in terms of what it comes with and like what it's packed with, and I love it. But the SHF one, dude, it poses so much better.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of times with
incredibly
SHF,
well.
it's not necessarily how they pose; it's how the joints look and how they look
Yes.
when they're posed.
Yes.
That's my
Yes.
biggest gripe with SHF 90% of the time.
Agreed.
Yeah,
That's a
I
fair
can
take.
see that.
But anyway, Andrew, back to you.
All right. I'm gonna do two at once again.
Crap.
Um,
There we go.
from the new Marvel Legends wave, I got Robbie
Oh,
Reyes,
nice.
Ghost Rider, and Lady Deadpool.
Nice.
For some background on this Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, so I didn't think we were gonna get this. Marvel Legends collectors didn't think we were gonna get this because Marvel Legends did a HasLab, a crowd-funded project with Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider and his Engine of Vengeance, and it didn't back. It was for many reasons. One of them, it was just too expensive. So this and Mephisto, who I showed last week, Mephisto was an unlockable tier. So between this and that Mephisto, we weren't sure we were going to get this guy. But I'm really glad that we did because I actually read the Robbie Reyes comics. I like him. He's a
Yeah,
cool
dude.
figure. The chain is dope. Comes with the like hammer, and then he comes with a crowbar too. It attaches to the chain. Articulation is pretty standard, Legends articulation, nothing kind of shocking here, but I just love the translucent, translucent planes and whatnot. Looks really cool.
I was
And
a
then
huge
Lady,
fan of him with the Agents of Shield.
yeah,
When they
yeah, he
did
was.
that.
I didn't realize that he was in the show until
Yeah.
recently. Like
So
he had a
I
whole, I
went
did
back.
Diego Luna. Yeah, and
I
then
loved
Lady
that take, so I
Deadpool.
went back and I read a bunch of comics on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have one of them. I think I have a couple trades or one trade. I don't know, but I read the trade and it was really good.
Yeah.
Lady Deadpool's cool. She's on that new female body, so she's got the torso crunch. Yeah, she's cool. Like nothing crazy special. I wish the head moved a little bit better, but
Mm.
she's
How are
solid.
her? How are the leg joints? Like, does she stand okay?
Yeah, I have no problem standing her. She
Okay.
stands like better than a lot of
Sometimes
figures
with
that I
like
have.
sometimes the female figures, like the ankles are really, really, really small, so like they just do
Nah,
not
yeah,
easily.
her feet are solid. She's
Nice.
got some nice feet.
Nice.
I like the way they
And
did the
then
hair too. It kind of looks cool, but it's also like
yeah, it's like a
balancing.
whip. Yep. And then I'll just show.
Whip.
I know we all got this one, or most of us, but I took a bit of a kit bashing. So I took the So this is the main figure is the latest Punisher, One Last Kill, whatever. It's not from that, but it is. I took the legs from the Daredevil Punisher, put them on this. I took the arms from the Daredevil Punisher, put them on that. I left the hands, and then everything else is just the base figure. But I feel like this version, he definitely looks more like the No Way or the Brand New Day Punisher. Besides the head sculpt, because he didn't have a beard in the movie, but this head sculpt is so
Yeah.
much better than the other one. But yeah, I gave him a
Mm-hmm.
gun from the Action Force Valaverse line. It's a gun from a figure from the weapons pack. I got
I
a
just ordered one of those.
shotgun. Oh, nice. The weapons pack.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're good. They're very
It'll make
sturdy.
sense. It'll make sense when you see my next pickup.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm digging this. This is now my core Punisher. Um, Yeah, you go next. Whoever, Michael, you go next.
Was Billy next?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. I always do that.
Bastard, always skipping Billy.
Unbelievable. All right. Let's see. I have a lot of pickups, so I'm just gonna go through two of them again quick. Brooke got me this Iron Studios. I still got to open them up, find
Oh,
a place.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, the Superman and Crypto. His base is actually I'll have to show him off better, but like this is one of the better like ways I've seen a statue do ice. Like it actually looks like clear with like frosted tips. It's really cool. I'll do
I dig frosted tips.
do a poster or a reel on it or something at some point. And then Brooke had one of our kids pick up the Superman with the Fortress pop.
I like that.
Nice.
I got to open him up too at some point. That doesn't look like great in the box. It's one of the rare openers. Let's see. I'll stop there.
All right, Miguel.
Okay. So Billy, actually, I forgot to tell you, I have a pickup kind of for you, almost sort of. On the Blockies website, Anakin and the Clone Trooper are up
Yes, they are.
For pre-order or to buy?
in stock.
So
What?
I saw that and I did not pull the trigger because it's $15 flat rate shipping from Blockies. And I don't, as much as I am like chomping at the bit for Anakin and several clone troopers, I don't like a $20 purchase becomes like 36 doing it through them.
I got it.
I knew you would say that. So I also wanted Superman and Crypto, and I was $20 shy of the free shipping threshold. So I ordered you an Anakin. So you can Venmo me later, but we're gonna have that in hand. We're gonna have that in hand. So anyway,
Sweet, dude.
That's dope.
Awesome. Thank you.
but yeah. So
Black Myth Wukong is in stock. Damn, I should
Ooh.
have to get that one.
That is a cool one.
Blockies.
And
Yeah.
Nightwing.
Oh yeah. They
And
had a lot in
Superman.
stock. Yeah, dude, they have like a lot. in stock right now.
Yeah, they do.
But anyway, my next pickup. So
make yourself good.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm so bad. I should not be in charge of any of this. I mentioned that I ordered the Actionverse weapons pack, so I really wanted to like build out more effect things, and like I can 3D print, but like I don't want to do resin, and I mainly do FDM, which has like layer lines, and like it's hard to get a good natural looking effect. So I picked up this on Amazon. It's it's like basically an accessory box of just like bloody weapon type effects.
Nice.
So like it's like a brain with like blood splatters for like gunshots and stuff, because I really wanted to do some action figure photography stuff with Punisher and like figures like that. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like $25 on Amazon.
Nice.
So, yeah, a lot of people adding those effects like really elevates the photography.
Yeah, and it's a cool little thing. It comes in like a weird little like case thing.
Oh, it's cool. I mean, you could use that in a shoot too. Like it's just like a futuristic crate.
Yeah. But yeah, are we doing one or two?
Do whatever.
Do two. I have a handful more, so I was just trying to break mine up.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I'll just do one for now.
All right,
Andrew.
Yeah. Okay. So what do I want to show next? I'll show this guy, this beast.
Oh yeah.
So this is Azure Lion by Fury Toys. They're a third-party independent toy company. If you know really anything about third-party figures, is they go literally balls to the wall with, detailed sculpt and everything. But
nuts.
this guy has been on my list for a long, long time. Like I've always wanted him, and I just haven't pulled the trigger. And this guy that I follow on Instagram for a long time, shout out Daredevil19. I'm sure you're not watching, but he listed a bunch of figures he was selling, and he had this guy shipped at like a great price. So I'm like, you know what? I'm pulling the trigger. And
nice.
It's just like such a good piece. I mean,
he's got thing of beauty.
I mean, like you look at it and you're like, dude, not much. It speaks for itself. Thing looks beautiful. Wired cape. This is wired. Like the little crown thing comes off. He's got another head. Other weapons. Magnetic? Yeah, a lot of magnetic pieces.
Oh my! Can you show the sword? Like the details on the that's incredible too.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, the detail on like all of the armor.
Yeah, the paint on that dude is wild.
If that was like a God of War character, the detail would be half as good, and it would be like $200.
Well, that's the cool and the cool thing about like stuff like this too is you can have it like this guy. You could completely see this guy fighting Kratos, and it's like wouldn't be nuts,
Yeah.
So yeah,
he looks like a god type thing,
Yeah. Yep. This guy this will be a permanent fixture on my shelf.
Nice.
And then I'll just show one more. Well, for my last. Well, I don't know. I gotta stop a few more. But this Ninja Turtle G.I.Joe crossover that Playmates is doing. Nice. They have a bunch of other characters. Obviously, the 4 turtles, and it's pretty much all the Turtles characters crossing over with all the G.I.Joe characters. And this is Snake Eyes. It was like $12. Just a fun little figure.
Yeah.
Really cool. And honestly, for a Playmates, like relatively good articulation, double jointed elbows, thigh swivels, double jointed knees, ball jointed head. So fun, stupid little toy.
It is fun.
And then
wow, Billy, sound more like
Billy.
You don't care.
I don't care.
It is fun.
No, it is.
All right.
It is fun.
No, it's dope. It is.
All right. This hat actually is a birthday gift for me. Can I? So blown out.
Oh, dude, I saw you wearing that the other night, and I don't know why I thought I saw it before. I was thinking of the Kenny one.
It's Butters, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, guys. Butters
the funny thing is that
that was a terrible Butters impression.
I know. I was trying to do something else.
I've gotten 3 compliments on this going out.
Yeah.
I love it.
You got one at the movies.
Yeah. And then when I went to Syracuse and
nice.
one of the cashiers is like, great hat.
Nice. That's awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Good for you, dude.
All right. So I went like Michael with Micro Galaxy Deep on something. I went to the Lego store and told them that it was my birthday, and they gave me
Yeah.
this signed card. You know, grown man here. Anyway, I went deep with like birthday money because I really thought these are just like super cheesy but super fun. I got a lot of Pokemon.
Nice.
Super excited. Like the lady at the cash register is like, they're like amiibo, like you're like Pokemon, like you train them and they're stronger, and when you fight next time, I'm like, oh, I'm just displaying them.
I love that smart brick tech. It like elevates Legos for kids. It's so cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
A lot of
like,
collectors were crapping on it. It's like, dude, it's not for you.
right.
Right.
But like I feel like these are just gonna be fun buildable figures. So I
Yeah,
got
that's
That is real. I like that
Mewtwo's
Mewtwo a lot.
so like he like breaks out of like his
So
container.
dope.
That's so cool. Like
It is
I
cool.
want to come over to your house to play with
Yeah.
that when it's built.
I know, like, and I like that you could take the smart brick out because it does ruin the design. But I also was I had to get the toy and the Jolteon.
Sick.
You went so hard. That's amazing.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then because I spent more than 130 at the store, I got this Ditto Squirtle like bonus.
No way.
So yeah, it's like he's like watching a TV.
Amazing.
But yeah,
I like that they kind of like Lego when Lego got Pokemon, they have the kids, the line targeted more for kids and the more collectors stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like these
Give you
to
the
me,
option.
like they're expensive, but like I'll show you guys, like they're actually a good size. I debated for a long time in the store which ones I was gonna pick up, and the Gengar is probably like as tall as my phone.
Damn.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So like they're a good honky size. Like let's see, like this is always they always have this like life size packaging thing on the front. So
Oh
like,
yeah,
they
yeah,
have,
yeah.
like, Mew's actual faceplate. So like when you look at like
Mhm.
the overall design, like that's how big it's gonna be. So
That's
it's probably
cool.
gonna be
I
like
didn't even realize they did that.
yeah, it's gonna they always do one piece. Like
Yeah.
so
For
like
the like mini, yeah.
Squirtle's Ditto's faceplate. So you can imagine his body's like two of those.
I love the
Yeah.
Ditto Squirtle. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's dope.
That thing's going for like $80. I'm definitely gonna keep it, but anytime they have like a bonus set, like when the first wave of Pokemon came out, they had the 8 badges that you could build.
I remember seeing that.
And that was a gift exclusive. Like you had to buy enough.
And it's Pokemon
Yeah,
on top
Yeah.
of it. Like, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
100%.
The exclusivity is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have 2 more, and I'll pause there.
Yeah.
Unless
you're
you
paused.
guys- yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna do a 2-in-1. So this is kind of crazy. So I don't collect Hammond collection, but I've been Hammond curious, you know? And they've had the Dilophosaurus on the shelf for a long
Good
time.
figure.
And like I've wanted to pick it up, but like $17. I'm like, what am I gonna do with one dinosaur? But I popped in there today and they had a 20% off sale. So I grabbed it. And then underneath them, I see this guy.
Nice.
Yo.
And I'm thinking 20% off. All right. Am I doing this? And I walk around a little bit and then I'm like, I'm not doing this. That's ridiculous. I'm not spending it because it was still like $48.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not spending close to $50 on a dinosaur. I can't do this. So I put it back. So I go to the register and I go to pay for my Dilophosaurus and a couple other things. I scan my little Target thing and I get a notification that says, would you like to use your like something crazy like 30 something dollars in rewards?
Yeah.
And immediately I was like,
Yeah.
can we suspend this transaction? And then I went right back to the toy department grabbed him.
It's worth it, dude. It's a
And that was
really
it.
good dinosaur.
So
It's awesome.
I got
It's big.
this. This ended up costing me $10.
Yeah,
amazing.
that's nuts.
Dude, I'm so happy you have dinosaurs in your collection now. Like, how do you not have
And he's
dinosaurs?
dope. He was from the first Jurassic World,
I
right?
have it. I showed it a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
he
I'll
looks
pull
so
it.
cool.
I'll grab it for size reference.
I'm
just so
so
everyone can
excited to
see.
open him.
No, that is cool. I've gone back and forth on the Battle Cat like 10 times. One day I went in
Nice.
there and it was only like $12. And
Yup.
Did you get it?
like I didn't get it, but like if it's still there,
It's not
like
gonna go any cheaper.
it's gonna wear me down eventually. Like
It's
Here's
it's not gonna.
For reference.
Oh
this
my
is the
god!
the Indominus. Thing is
Where am I
awesome.
gonna put this friggin' thing?
I know. Good luck.
Oh, I'm totally ripping off your idea about the TVC Trooper.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
got it.
build it into like a Star Wars scene.
100%. Yeah. That's exactly. And like, well, the other thing too is I was like, where am I going to put it? That's the other thing. I knew it was big. I didn't realize it was that big, but
Yeah,
then I was like, yeah, I'm also doubling my shelf space.
you'll have the room.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then, yeah, I'll stop there.
Okay.
And,
William. Oh, back to me?
oh,
Who?
idiot.
Oh, all right. I'm doing another twofer, banging them out together. McFarlane, Black Adam, and Brainiac. As the
Nice.
McFarlane line nears its end, as of December 2026, McFarlane is losing the DC Collectors line, as we've mentioned before. So I'm really happy that they're giving us some of these core villains that we haven't gotten before. Believe it or not, I'm like 99% sure this is the first comic Black Adam we got. We got in the movie one with The Rock, but this is the first comic one. And, you know, for a McFarlane figure, it's a solid figure. It's on that comic book Superman body, which is really good. It's big proportions, thick, big beefy boy. Comes with flight hands and just the two fists. That's really it. And then Brainiac, another villain that we've desperately needed. Looks good. Again, it's on that whatever, that reused body that they use over and over again. But it does the job. Brainiac is a huge Superman villain that we haven't gotten yet. So good to add him to the DC villains collection.
I can't believe they haven't done it yet.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, and I
What's,
have I'll save it for next week, actually.
When is like, because I feel like, I know they're losing the license this year, but they keep announcing figures.
Yeah, they're going
Like-
to release figures all the way up to the end of the year.
So, like, when do you anticipate will be the last McFarlane announcement, or like McFarlane DC announcement?
Announcement.
Are they losing DC entirely?
So
or
no,
is it
they're
just
not.
in the
So like, they're still going to be able to do like the Q figs. They're still going to be able to do like the collectibles, but they're not going to be able to make DC action figures. They'll still have the statues. They'll still have the like Pop Mart collectibles. It's just the like 7-inch figures they're not going to be able to do anymore.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we should, as far as we know, we should get announcement like reveals for Mattel DC collectibles figures in January of 2027, and
That's
expect those
So
like late
excited for that.
Q1. Yeah, I'm excited too. They're going to be cool. And then I have two more. I could wrap it up real quick, and then I'll pass it off, and then I'm actually done. I got the Q figs, the Spawn Q figs.
Yeah.
These, I was really excited about these when they announced, and I've been kind of keeping my eye on them. I saw them at Target the other day and had to grab them. These were the exact two that I wanted.
I was gonna
and they
say,
were the
how
two
did that
I pulled.
happen?
I don't know. I mean, there's like, there's the only other two. There's Clown, which is obviously, Violator before it comes Violator, and then the Redeemer. If I got Clown and not Violator, I would have been fine, but this was like perfectly ideal. And they have like, the rare versions, ultra rare, which are like chromatic. I don't want those. If I got the rare or the ultra rare, I would have been upset. Just give me these are going on my desk at work.
Nice.
Yeah, like who wants the silver or gold version? Like,
No, stupid.
Right. Like, it's so dumb.
Oh, and then this is actually my last one. I haven't even opened it yet. So I am debating on keeping it. I'm not sure, but this might go back. You might not see it.
Ooh,
Malthus.
Oh,
Neck of
that's
Malthus
cool.
from Annabelle. I know
Oh,
you can't really see it because of the
nice,
glare, but yeah.
nice. All right,
Yeah.
Might not keep it,
Andrew.
but
I had him pre-ordered. I had him pre-ordered on Nerdzoic, so he was paid for. And I don't know what it was, but something was just like, I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, do I want this thing in my fucking house?
true. Yeah.
He's so
It is very
he's
demonic.
so horrifying, and I
know.
love it. But like, my daughter
good point.
sleeps like
It's a
pretty
good
much
point.
directly above him. Like,
Good point.
I don't believe in that stuff. But I'm also not going to tempt fate, you know.
Right. But don't you already have Annabelle and the nun?
Yeah, that's different. That's different. That's different. Annabelle's
I
like,
don't know.
she's not as big and in your face. Like, you're
Yeah,
gonna
this
look
is
at that
definitely
neck
a
of
big
shelf and he's
in-your-face
gonna be a
demonic
presence, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if I keep him.
Fair.
All
Brooke
right.
thinks it's weird when I want like South Park Satan. She's like, I don't want Satan in the house. I'm like,
I literally have
Oh,
I
that's
have
not Satan,
I have
dude.
I
Come
have
on.
Satan. I have Satan. I stuck him in the package. He's right above where I have my feral predator and God of and Kratos. He's
Yeah.
literally in the package right there. But that's not Satan.
Yeah,
If anything, this Satan is like kind of a good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's Trey Parker is
Yeah.
what that is.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Bill?
Okay. So I wanted to do something kind of fun for my last one. So I ordered during Comic-Con, they had the Thrill Joy exclusives, and I ordered one of the Toy Story ones that had the Buzz, and
Nice.
And it could be Rex or Sid. And so like the way these work are, this is 900. Yeah, this is almost 10,000. And then there's one of sixes Rex, and then 96 of them are Sid. So I got Buzz, and he looks cool.
What are these
Nice.
picks? I've never seen these.
So these are Thrill Joy, like they're called like picks, kind of like Funkos,
Okay.
Thrill Joy, and then instead of pop, it's picks. So the guy Brian Mariotti, who like came up with Funko, he spun off into his own company. I think they were going like down kind of a different creative route than he liked, and he kind of either got ousted or he left. But he basically is remaking Funko. But these are zipped up, and there's kind of a controversy because every single one of these comes in a sealed package, and you got to unzip it and find out who you got. And people were kind of like sticking their fingers underneath the plastic and seeing like, the name, because the name of the character is right on the bottom. So I ordered this straight from Thrill Joy, but when I went to Syracuse, I found 3 of them in the store, and so this is actually that one, the one I got from the store. And what I wanted to do to show you guys like what they're like is I'm going to open and reveal this one while we're talking.
Nice.
So what it's shrink wrapped, and what people were doing was right on the front, they're sticking their finger under. But what they started to do now, I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but there's a plastic like cup on the top and on the bottom. So now you can't get underneath there. So
smart.
Like if they weigh different, if it's like drastically different, like there's a big character, like sometimes it's like SpongeBob and Patrick. You could probably tell if like Patrick is the chase because he's got to be drastically different.
Yeah.
But for this one, I really don't know. But
I guarantee you are going to find those with cut tape.
Oh, for sure. Like you're not going to stop people, but it's
if people want to do it, they will.
It's gonna kind of pause it for a little bit, or like kind of change it out.
It'll reduce it for sure, because like like it's easy to stick your finger up there and just look, but like
just
it's
for our
more
followers,
brazen.
Scissors, and I just ripped it now. So
Who do we got? Let's see.
Probably going to be another Buzz, but I'd love a Rex. But we're going to find out real time. So this is what
I
their
see.
solution was. So in the back is a zipper, and the figure is always backwards, so it doesn't like spoil it for you as you're peeling
Oh,
it
that's
down.
cool.
That
Like
is
you
cool.
think, but you see that, and you're like, "Oh my god, it's the Super Chase!" But like
Uh,
Buzz.
Buzz.
Oh well, but I'll probably open one of them. But yeah,
nice.
so
Nice.
that's what those are. They're kind of fun.
That's
How
cool.
much is that? What do those cost?
So they are 20.
Dude,
Mm.
I was just thinking like these Q figs, $20 a pop. I don't.
Yeah,
It's $20 for, and you don't know what you're getting. It's
yeah,
Yeah,
really
20
hard to
bucks is
justify.
I have a hard time
That's
justifying any double digit for a blind.
for sure. This is the first
it's
time
You
it.
I've
know?
That's
done
where it
one on
gets
one
to
of
a
these.
point. Yeah, where it's like
Yeah.
after these spawn, these two, I'm not
Yeah,
buying another one.
right.
Yeah.
If I
I
get a
Yep.
duplicate, I'm gonna be pissed.
So I
Like
got
Right.
two
pissed.
of those.
At that price,
Yeah.
like it's having a duplicate action figure that you
Yeah,
don't
like
want, you know?
they need to reduce the buyer regret if you
They
get a
do.
duplicate. That's the issue.
So I have to show off one more thing because I wasn't going to, but because we're talking about that, I don't usually totally lose when I take a gamble, but I did this time. So I
Yeah.
also bought two. They had wave two of the Cosby balloon series.
What's in wave
So
2?
you could get an Ewok with the Walker. You can get Han with the Tauntaun. Luke. I think this is Captain Rex with
Mm,
3 clones. You get Vader with Mustafar. You could have Amidala. You could have Boba, Maul, and Ahsoka.
I'm gonna end up
So
buying
I would
one.
want to
I
get
don't want
Rex.
to, but
So I
yeah.
was hoping for a good number of these, and I got Vader with Mustafar and the Ewok, and I'm just gonna sell them on eBay because I'm not happy with those. But
Yeah.
You got
That's the thing, man.
and
Like
they
if
were
I'm not gonna be
22
happy
each.
with what
So
yeah, that's crazy.
wait, you
I
said
spent
you got
almost
Vader?
yeah.
You don't want him?
I don't want him because I'm not a fan. Like I have Vader already, and he comes with the Star Destroyer. And
I'll buy him off you.
okay, yeah, I don't like the balloon. Like I think I don't like that it's just like a circle. Like some of
Yeah.
them, like if you got Ahsoka, she had 3 clone troopers, and
Mhm.
Vader, it's a planet. Like it was disappointing. So
Yeah. I have like a little spot with like just like it's just a mishmash of random Darth Vader stuff.
yeah, hey, if you
So
want
I
him,
I
he's
put that
yours.
stuff there. Yeah. Cool. 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 All
Yeah.
right. I have 2 left. So the first one, it's not the figure. It's actually,
Oh.
dude, I found this little leather. Oh, yeah. I found this little leather wired. It's not leather, it's faux leather. A trench coat on Amazon.
Ready? I need that.
That
I
actually
know.
fits. Like,
I know.
I need that for
Dude,
Blade.
oh, right. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, please do.
Absolutely. But I mean, I just opened it while we're on stream or recording. And it's fantastic. It's great. I love it. So that's awesome. The only thing, never mind. I take that back. I was gonna say it showed it came with a belt and it wasn't in there, but it came separate. It was just on the floor, and the
cool.
belt is wired also.
I think I found it.
Yeah, you just search for like trench
Yeah.
coat, like 1/12
Yep.
trench coat on Amazon, and it comes right up. So anyway, that's that. And then the last one. So this one I'm really excited about. I'm gonna have this listed for people if you want to buy it. But
Oh,
Ah,
sweet.
the Anzel and Speeder. That's cool.
so yeah, the Anzellans and Grogu are actually from the little Actionverse set. Because the Black Series one was just a little bit too small, and this cannot be printed any smaller because it's already like the details on it. There'd be no way to print them. But I'm like so happy with how it came out. This one is actually going to a customer. So Alan, this is yours. I'll be sending it out as soon as I finally finish the next thing that I'm working on. But yeah, super excited about this. I'm gonna print one for myself as well. And it'll be great on the Mando shelf.
Sweet.
Nice.
That's cool. Enjoy, Alan.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good piece. So yeah, so with that, I think
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
that's gonna do it for us.
Episode 9 complete.
Next
on
week
the
is
books.
episode 10. Wow.
Next week is
Huge.
episode 10. And yeah, we should probably, I don't know. It's a kind of an anniversary episode. We should probably think of
Let's
something.
do something with that. Let's figure that
Let's
out.
not allow someone on at random.
Draw straws.
No, I'm kidding. All right. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, recommend us to a friend. If you have anybody who's like, I enjoy spending an hour and a half of my day listening to a bunch of people talk about stuff.
Bunch
Work
of
You know,
on your
helps
farm,
us out.
mow the lawn, listen to this.
Yeah, pop some headphones in. You're good to go. But with that, thank you, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Peace.